Hi everyone! In today's video, we'll be talking about our monthly expenses. Living in this vibrant but expensive gone up significantly. So if you are new here, if you're planning to move here, keep watching this video. So let's talk about the biggest expense, housing. There are so many neighborhoods in Toronto, each has its own charm but also its own cost. So if you want to live in downtown in a high-risk condo, it'll cost you like $2,000 to $2,500 for a one-bedroom apartment. Earlier we used to live in a studio plus 10. It was an old building and not a high-rise. We paid around $1,200 for it. I think we got lucky because we got that place during COVID.
Yes.
So we got a really good deal. Right now that place is going for $1,900.
Yeah, and it's a very small unit.
Yeah, so that gives you an idea of how much the cost has increased.
So then we decided to move to Midtown because the prices were a bit cheaper compared to downtown.
Yeah, definitely. And we were getting bigger units as well.
Yeah, so right now we live, I would say a high rise. In a one bedroom, it's very spacious. And our rent right now is $1,800 per month.
Talking about the amenities in our building, we have laundry in the basement. You have to pay for it, but it's still pretty convenient.
And it's pretty clean too.
Yeah, exactly. The machines are pretty new as well. We also have a convenience store in our building, which is useful when we run out of our daily necessities like milk or bread. Apart from that, we have parking in our building, but we don't have a car right now. So we don't really use it, but it's still a good thing to have.
Yeah. Condos in downtown usually have like gym or swimming pools, but again they charge you a really high fee, and I just feel like you can go to like community center or something if you want to go to a gym or get a gym membership. So it's not really worth paying such a higher amount.
So our rent includes water and heat. Apart from that, we also have to pay for additional utility, which includes hydro.
Yeah, so in our current building, we get our hydro from Metergy, and it cost us around $30 to $40. In the unit before this, we were paying it through Toronto Hydro, and the bill used to be $40 to $50.
That is something where you don't have a choice. It's whoever your building has a tie-up with, you have to take the plan with them.
Next is transportation. So in Toronto, there is the TTC in which you use Presto card. You can also use debit, credit or cash, but with Presto you save a little bit of money. When you tap on a bus or streetcar or subway, you pay $3.20 on your Presto, and that will last you for 2 hours. You can also get a monthly pass for TTC, which is around $150. We don't really use TTC that much, so we haven't gotten it, but if you do, it will be a really good option for you.
For us, we just add $100 to our Presto card and recharge when needed.
We also have the annual membership for Bikeshare. It is the Bikeshare service in Toronto for which you can rent bikes for up to 30 to 45 minutes. This is how much it will cost you for a day. But we have the annual membership, so we have paid $105 for it. These docks are situated all around Toronto. You'll find most of them in downtown. This is a great option to have, especially during summers. One drawback is it's only located in Toronto. You will not find it in the Greater Toronto area or the GTA. You will also find bike lanes all around the city.
Since we don't have a car, we sometimes end up using Uber, especially when we're doing grocery or we're going somewhere where there's no transportation services. That's when Uber comes in. But that's not a fixed expense, it changes every month. It costs us around $20 to $50, I would say.
Another expense to account for when renting out in Toronto is the renter's insurance. So currently we are paying $20 monthly. Earlier we used to pay $45, which is definitely on the higher end. So I would suggest you do your own research before getting a renter's insurance so that you get the best prices available in the market.
And our next expenses are phone bills. I am with Rogers, so I pay around $50 per month, and I get unlimited calls and text within Canada plus 8 GB data. I also got my phone from Rogers, but it was on a Black Friday sale or deal, so I don't really have to pay anything for it, but I do pay $15 for Apple Care. So my total comes out to $65 for the phone bill.
My phone plan is with Koodo and I pay $50 per month for it. I get unlimited Canada White calling and messages in my plan. I also get 6 GB of data within a month. So what's next? It's internet. Since we both work from home 3 days a week and use our Wi-Fi a lot, we obviously need a good internet connection.
Yeah, our service provider is Rogers and it costs us like $80 per month for a Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Next two expenses are the most awaited one, food and grocery. We like to do our grocery shopping from budget stores like Freshco, No Frills, Walmart. You honestly get the same products and you can save a lot of money. I think our monthly grocery comes out to $200 to $300 and dividing that between 2 people makes it even less. So I think it's a really good option to shop at these stores. Use any savings, any discounts that they have going on, do price match and really save it because the cost of living is super high right now.
We usually try to eat healthy and cook food at home, but there are days which we are not proud of. We do give in to our cravings. So outside food for us is usually $150 to $200, which if you think about it is not that bad for 2 people.
Okay, so I don't like cooking, so I'm guilty of always ordering from outside, but she keeps me on track.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for me cooking at home, I feel like our takeout expense would easily be more than $500.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and another place I feel like we end up saving money is we both are vegetarians, so we don't end up buying meat,
Yeah.
which is usually on the more expensive side of the grocery list.
Chicken, beef, anything you buy could be really expensive.
Yeah, and they don't really have a long life duration. You have to make them within like 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, that can really add up.
Finally, let's talk about the subscriptions and other miscellaneous expenses.
Yeah, so we have Spotify, which is $11 every month. Amazon Prime is also $11. We don't have Netflix anymore because we didn't really use it.
Apart from that, we also have a subscription for IPTV.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it costs us $120 for a year, which comes down to $10 a month.
Yeah, and again, you can get like every show over there, so I think it was a good investment.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
Yeah.
So next, let's talk about the miscellaneous expenses. These would include things like
Shopping or like going out for movies. So we keep like $200 to $300 for that.
it's a very variable thing. It can be more some months and less sometimes.
So I think we've covered all our expenses.
Yeah. Now let's take a look at the final number. It is.
What do you think?
I think it's fine. If you divide the total cost between 2 people,
Yeah.
that was like expected.
I know, it's a fair number, especially like you're living in Toronto and then as long as you're like saving enough, I think this is a good number.
Yeah, it is expected.
In summers, people end up doing more activities and going out more, so the cost would be on a higher end
Yeah.
compared to winters, where people prefer to stay more at home because of the snow and the weather outside.
Yeah, there are only limited activities I feel like in winter, so
Yeah.
you do end up saving. But also it depends, like if you live in the GTA versus downtown, all of those affect your cost.
Yeah.
But Toronto is such a beautiful city. As much as we encourage savings, we
We also encourage people to go out, enjoy, take part in different
Yeah.
festivals and activities happening around the city
Yeah.
to get the best experience.
let us know in the comment section below if you have any saving tips for us or if you want to share your monthly expenses. We would love to know that.
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Till then, stay budget savvy and keep exploring this beautiful city. Bye.